with 4 seconds to spare before any of the boys say anything. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pit Life BBQ podcast. Where we talk everything barbecue and a lot of other topics that you normally talk around the pit. What's happening? Happy Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Inauguration Day. It's a good day all the way around. Anyway, hey, Dutch, what's up, brother? I'm early. Oh, but hey, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it, as always. So let's get into it. Coming to you live from the Uncle Steve Shake Studios in Center Bonstead, New Hampshire. Big Rome, what's up, brother? Today's episode brought to you by, obviously, Uncle Steve Shake. What can I say? Uncle Steve, we know him, we love him. One of the best guys out there. 18 amazing flavors from the original, the Gator Shake, the competition line, the magic ribs, the amigo jalapeno rub, the sweet dessert shake, and the new holiday shake, which is still available. Not on the website, but you need to contact Steve directly to get your hands on some of that. And National College Football Championship Day, go Irish. That's right, I said it. Yeah. Uncle Steve, man, incredible guy. He wears all the hats. He's taking the orders. He's packing the orders. He's mixing the orders. You send an email, he's replying to you. You make a phone call, he's picking up, he's answering. He'll even give you a shout if he's got a question for you about your particular order, or always willing to help you out if you're working on something, trying to fit a flavor profile. And, place your order, leave my name, Dutch's name, anybody in the chat's name for that matter. And if there's room in the box, he'll throw you a little something extra. Something you might not have ordered, just to give you a little trial of something different. But check him out at UncleSteveShake.com. Follow him on Facebook on Uncle Steve Shake Nation for all the latest and greatest in the shake world. Uncle Steve Shake, shake some on everything. Also brought to you by Joe's Meat Market, Diamond of Royce City, Texas. Man, Gabriel and his crew, man, they do an incredible job. Incredible line of proteins. If you need a special cut, Gabriel's got you covered. If you're looking for something Gabriel might not carry on a regular basis, he'll work with you to get it. Always there to make you happy. Fresh produce brought in daily. For all us comp guys and backyard warriors, got us covered too. An incredible line of rubs, seasoned sauces, now carrying smoky wood products, splits, chunks, chips, the whole nine. And while you're there, you might get a little hungry. He's got you covered there too. Gabriel's mom's behind the counter whipping up some of the freshest, authentic Mexican cuisine. So grab a plate, place an order, sit down, talk to the boys. There's always a crew. It's got that old-time barbershop feel. Sit down, make a new friend, talk about our passion of barbecue and live fire cooking. Make a friend that'll last a lifetime. Like you said, if you're ever in the Royce City area, stop by Joe's Meat Market, say hello to the crew, and tell them I sent you. And remember, guys, Joe's Meat Market for the win. All right. We had Daddy Dutch. We had Big Rome. I believe I saw Judge Wep. What's happening, brother? Uncle Steve himself. I was just talking about you, sir. Brother Steven, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. What's happening? I saw Kyle giggle at something, so one of the boys must have said some smile or brink 3 times if Mags is holding you against your will. All right, there it is. I knew it had to be something, and I knew it had to be Dutch. Oh, Judge Webb, minus 18 wind chill here. Would prefer snow. Well, I don't feel too bad. We got about 8 inches of white, snowy, sandy beaches overnight, and we're currently about 13. So we got a little heat wave compared to you, brother. But thank you all for tuning in, week out. I love yous. I can't do this without you. Thank you all for your support and everything. But let's get to it. I'm excited. It has been a hot fucking minute since my amigo here has joined us with a lot of stuff happening in that time. So without any further ado, coming to you live from, looks like he's at his house and not the basement apartment. So coming to us from Waddell, Arizona, via Florence, Arizona, the owner of Your Behind BBQ and we're closing in on a year now. Coming up a couple months of Birds and Bones, the one, the only, Kyle Matuszewski. What's up, amigo?
How are you doing, man? I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, man, it's been a hot minute. It's been a while. It has been happening. So first and foremost, how you been, brother?
I've been all right, man. Been busy as hell. I barely getting a chance to sit down. So this is good. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Good. How's Pops?
Pops is good, man. Pops is doing well. I'm trying to get him to retire because I need another man at the restaurant. So he's doing good. Pops is doing good.
Good to hear. And we'll get to two other gentlemen in a little while here, because I got an email this afternoon asking if I could ask a question. My boy Braden Estrella, what's up, brother? Thank you for tuning in. I know he's listening. Appreciate you, brother, for all the support you give us. Braden, the future of barbecue. Young teenager, loving the live fire passion, man. So he asked me the question. I'm like, damn, I'm going to literally ask the same question myself. But we'll get to that in a little bit. But let's get right into what is the latest with Your Behind Barbecue on that aspect, not necessarily yet the restaurant.
Not much, man. I haven't competed in probably a year now. It's probably been a year. So I've been just slinging the rubs, and then, every day at the restaurant's a competition, and I'm too hard-headed to try to sneak out and do a contest. So I've just stayed strapped at the restaurant and haven't really left, man.
Nice.
So, yeah, everything else is good. It's just, it's restaurant life now.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, still slinging, the great and powerful, the green chili bacon rub.
Yes, sir.
The one of a kind. Let's see if I can read and remember everything. The Chipotle mango is phenomenal. The barbecue Arizona Cajun, which was absolute fire. But then last I heard, it was in the works, and I'm looking now, the hot honey garlic is officially out.
Yes. Yes, that
Yeah,
is
man.
officially out. Yes,
Wha-
sir. That's my favorite. That's one of my competition go-to rubs that I was using for a while. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, so it's good. It's good. That one's out, and I got one for sure coming, and then another one I'm still kind of working on, but for sure another one's
Okay.
coming out.
Good, good, good.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's good. But yeah, I kind of knew the answer to the competition one because you've been balls to the wall with the
Yeah.
restaurant and everything.
Yeah.
But you never know. Once in a while, you might have been able to sneak out and grab
Yeah.
do a quick steak here or there. But
Maybe.
you
I'm the
know,
type of guy that likes to touch every table, talk to every customer, and
yeah.
I've gotten in with, the community a lot. So I if I'm not at the restaurant, everybody freaks out. Like, where's Kyle? We're here to talk to Kyle. So so I'm on that kind of a relationship right now.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, so the barbecue company, it's good and thriving. That's always good. So
Yes, it's doing well.
let's get to the restaurant because this is it's a bit of a story.
Yeah.
Um, God knows, and everybody who knows you and follows you know you through some real pain in the ass
Yes.
to get this
Yeah.
up and rolling
Correct.
between the politicians and the politics and the this and the that. Oh, you're good. Oh, no, you need a new this.
Yeah.
The opening day was it March or May 1st?
March 1st was our first day.
March 1st
Yeah.
of 24 was the first day opening.
Yep.
And you were going for about a year before that, working on everything, getting everything going, and
It was about a year and 6
so
months before we opened.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I know the boys were breaking your stones, taking bets when this is gonna be open
Well,
and everything.
there's certain stuff that I could say, and there's certain
Yeah,
stuff that I couldn't say because I think one of the best and worst things that ever happened. That happened to me was when they gave me the key and said, "Okay, this place is officially yours." I had a banner built or made, and there's two big old posts in front of the store, and it's right on Main Street, and it's busy as hell out there. So I put this big banner up that said, "Coming soon, you're behind barbecue, Birds and Bones, as seen on Food Network," and stuff like that, kind of advertising. And from that day forward, I've got hundreds of texts, emails, phone calls, Facebook, Instagram, all the messages. When you open it, when you open it, when you open it, so I was starting to build some traction, and people were on my ass about it, and so I had to slowly, and they would listen to podcasts and listen, anything that I'm associated with, they would listen to try to get, some sneak peeks out of or anything. But so there
oh
was a
yeah,
little bit of stuff I could say, and there was not a lot of stuff I could say. So I had to gradually throw info out there, even though behind the scenes was absolute chaos. But no, so we're beyond all that now. Life is good now.
good, good, good. Yeah, because I was following along, and I felt for you, brother. Oh, you
Yeah.
need a new fire system. Oh, this hood ain't right, and this
Yeah.
and that. It's like, oh my god,
Yeah,
you know.
and this place my dad was always pushing me. He was always saying, "Hey, you should open up a restaurant. We should do this. We should really open a restaurant." And I was on the fence because I was doing the food truck thing for a while, but
Yeah,
that would pay for my contests. Like that would pay for me to go travel anywhere I wanted to and compete in any contest I wanted to while I still worked at Honeywell. Um, and while I was working at Honeywell, COVID happened, so it shut down the food truck and like events and festivals and stuff like that. And my job told me, said, "Hey, no more working weekends. We're gonna have you guys work 410s. So 410s
hmm
Monday through Thursday, 10-hour days, and you'll have every Friday, Saturday, Sunday off." And I said, "Bet, perfect." So I really amped up the old competition game, and I literally went everywhere.
yeah,
Um, and then, my dad, "Hey, maybe a restaurant, this, that, blah, blah, blah." So I kind of looked, and I got a buddy, Phil the Grill. I know you know him very well.
Mhm.
He had a restaurant for a while. And so I was kind of looking at different places. And for a shithole, a small ghetto, it was in the hood, bad, it was kind of a bad neighborhood. It was $6,000 a month in rent, and it was a shithole.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of stuff I had to do to it. So I said, in rent, I got to pay somebody $6,000 a month. No thanks. So I found some other locations, other spots, and I dug deep into those. And those were anywhere from $16,000 to $22,000 a month. Who in their right mind could go to sleep at night knowing that you owe some asshole at the end of the month
Yeah.
or beginning of the month, 16, 17, $18,000 a month? Like who's doing that? How do you make any money doing? Who does that? So I said, screw it. I'm good. I got a good job. Life's good. So there was a contest out here in Florence, Arizona, and it's about an hour and 20 minutes away from Waddell, where I lived. And small little town, and they have a main street, a bunch of old shops, like an old Western town looking place. And they would shut it down, and then there was a barbecue contest. Well, my dad and I went out there. We won that contest, and during contests, I will do all the competition stuff. I'll do the chicken, ribs, pork, and brisket. My dad likes to do the people's choice. So I'll cook up a bunch of
Mhm.
food and hand out to the public for, $1 a ticket or whatever it is. And a lot of the city people were like, hey, like, why aren't you should open up a spot out here and this and that, blah, blah. My dad's feeding the fire, and I'm like, I'm good. So he goes on a little walk and looks at buildings and stuff like that. So probably, I don't know, 3 months later after that contest, the fire marshal at the time called and said, hey, there's a turnkey operation out here. It's a Mexican food restaurant, and they want to sell it. Now, the only way they'll sell it is if they can interview potential candidates, and they don't want, they want to make sure the place stays a restaurant and doesn't open up as a pawn shop or, something like that.
Yeah.
So I fed into it, and I said, okay, cool. Met with the lady that owned it. Her and I had about a 2-hour conversation, and she basically gave me the key and said, place is yours. And at that time, it was cheaper than buying a house out here, and it was already a restaurant. And there was things that needed to be changed and stuff like that. Smokers, barbecue from Mexican, it's pretty different. So yeah, after that, we did the paperwork, and wham bam, here's the key to the restaurant.
Nice. Nice. And you were literally living there
I was.
during that entire process, doing it all yourself, you and Kofini.
Yep. Correct.
From ripping something down or sanding, painting,
Yeah. Yeah.
the whole nine. You guys were doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, so I put that banner up as soon as we got the key, and I got all this, text message, email, when you open it. And I mean, it was only a month, a couple weeks in, and we would slowly start doing stuff because there was booths in there. I got rid of the booths. Well, the wall was all dirty and nasty. And then we needed to paint this. Well, we found a wall that was bad. The tile was bad. Before I knew it, the place was a freaking shell. So we had to start all over, and basically, which was good, which we could kind of lay it out the way we wanted it. So we did all that, and everything was good. And our plan was to put smokers out back. Now, behind this building, it was a 6-car parking lot. And it's hard to explain, but every business there shares a wall, if you know what I mean. So it's one big row. It's not like
Yep.
it's a freestanding building by itself. So behind the building, there was a 6-car parking lot. And I said, screw that. Let's rip all this out. Let's build a massive patio back here. We'll put our smokers, and we'll have we'll put a big old gazebo up, fans, misters, TVs, beer taps, the whole deal up. Just a big old patio, because it's beautiful out here in the wintertime.
Oh, yeah.
So, then, we started running into some red tape. The fire marshal at the time she was just, she was all over us. So long story short, they didn't like the smokers outside. They said, no way, you're not having smokers outside. So I said, okay, fine. So I had room underneath the hood, and I had a smoker. It's an old hickory. We put that underneath the hood. Life was good. And she said, nope. Now, if you want to do that, you need $172,000 worth of fire sprinklers. And we said, nope, we ain't doing that. And she's like, well, that's the rules. That's what you're going to have to do. And I was like, so let's go back to what's the problem with cooking outside? Well, if you want to cook outside, you have to have, there's no rules for the city of Florence to cook food outside, restaurant to cook food outside. And I said, perfect. I have a bunch of buddies that own restaurants. They cook food outside. I will get a hold of all of their rules about them cooking food outside. And I will send them all to you. You guys plus minus make your own list, and bam, we have official rules. And she said, nope, you need to hire a food scientist. And I've never heard of a food scientist. So I said, okay, I looked into that. A food scientist for some asshole to tell me how to cook food out. Sorry, I cuss a lot.
That's all right. We're good.
To tell me how to cook food outside was $8,000. So I had to pay, it was going to be $8,000 to have a guy come out and write me rules on how to cook outside. So I said, no, I'm not doing that. She's like, well, if you want to fight this, you got to go to city council. So I was like, okay. So the public, nobody knew any of this was going on. They knew there was a little bit of problems with the city, but I didn't say anything like that. I'm not the guy that goes on social media and just blasts everybody. So I put a very nice professional post out that said, hey, look, everybody calm down, sending me texts and stuff or emails, messages and all that. We ran into a little fire blockage issue that, we're not going to have the funds to, figure out. We're going to be attending the city council meeting to see, what we can, see what we can arrange. So as soon as I did that, about half of the people of this town probably commented on that post, tagged the city, sent city emails, sent them phone call. I mean, I had no idea what I was walking into. So I go to the city council meeting. There are people everywhere. Hey, Kyle, we got your back. And this, I don't know who any of these people are. And I'm just like, okay, thank you. So that, if you've never been to a city council meeting, it's kind of like court. It's kind of like you're walking into court and they got, they got the city council and the mayor and all this on a stage, and, you're kind of looking at them and they call you up and you can state your case. So I'm going into my story, stating my case, because a lot of these people don't know who I am. So I'm kind of going into a story and stuff like that. 2 minutes in, they cut my microphone and wouldn't let me talk. They told me to go sit down. I said, okay, perfect. So my dad's getting pissed. He's there. He stands up. He goes up and starts talking. They cut his microphone. So after they cut our microphones, they had a nice prepared speech for us that said, I wish I still had the damn copy of it, but pretty much it was, you're riffraff. You don't belong in this type of small town. We don't do social media out here. This is, just every song and dance, blah, 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 that we don't need you out here. And I said, perfect. Got up and I left. So that day is when I boarded up all the windows. I took my sign off the building. I started taking the trophies out of the restaurant. And a lady comes walking in the building, and she has a Town of Florence shirt on. Her name is Michelle. And she looks at me, and I was like, look, ma'am, I'm sorry. We're good. I don't want to talk with you guys anymore. Blah, 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 blah. Excuse my language. But then she looks at me and she says, sit the fuck down and you tell me everything that has happened. And she was very stern about it. And I was like, all right. So we sat down, gave her everything. And I said, the place will be up for sale on Monday. And she's like, look, give me 1 week. If I can't get any of this resolved in a week, go ahead and sell the place. I said, perfect. I was like, you got a week. 3 days later, she brought the entire city council, mayor, everybody showed up at the restaurant.
Damn.
And we all sat there and had a nice conversation for about 2 hours. And at the end of the day, they looked at me and they said, open the damn doors. Just open the doors. So that, let's see, 2 weeks, two or 3 weeks later, I did a social media post. I did my little cocky walking out the door, and I put a sticker up in front of the door, a big sign in front of the door. Boom, it said, see you March 1st. So March 1st was the day we opened. The weekend before that, I had the entire staff at the place and I made them the entire menu.
Yeah.
And, it was good because there's the thing about this small town, there's 4 Mexican food restaurants. There's a Circle K, there is a McDonald's, Sonic, and Burger King. That's all they have out here. You drive 45 minutes east or west towards Phoenix, then you'll run into more quote unquote civilization. They got more food options. They got stuff like that. So this town has never had barbecue. This was just a total change of pace for them. So all the employees were telling me, they're like, hey, maybe we should do like a couple soft openings and like work out some kinks and this and that. I said, hell no, open the damn doors. Screw it. That's the only way I live. Roll the dice, man. What's the worst that can happen? So that day, I was sleeping at the restaurant. I live an hour and 20 away from the place. And so it was camping. We were open Thursday through Sunday, and it was basically camping. So the week of, I'm getting everything prepared. I'm freaking out, and so that morning of March 1st, I believe that was a Thursday or Friday. There was people lining up at the door at 5:30 in the morning. And I'm like going outside. I'm like, hey, what's up, buddy? What's going on? They're like, oh, we're just waiting for you to open. And I'm like, holy shit.
Oh,
okay. So now I'm ultrally freaking out now. So the day gets on and we open at 10 a.m. and the line is getting longer and longer and longer. And now I'm thinking, I have no idea what's going to happen. We open the doors and I learned more in that first hour than I have ever learned in my entire life. We had to-goes, we had the phone or no phone. We had to-goes and dine-in, and we couldn't find our ass with either hand, man. It did good, but it was like there was a lot of learning lessons there. And we had a line for probably 4.5, 5 hours of people just wanting to come in. And I cooked enough food and I had so much damn food, but it was crazy. So slowly got better and better and better and better. And it's just, I had to put a sign outside. This is no takeouts, dine in only. So just to get us in the kitchen, because I was cooking every day, man, for like 18, 19 hours. I mean, I was living in the place literally. And we had to figure out the dining room. So we had to get all that going. Boom, we got that figured out. Okay, then I snuck the sign away and it was now you can do takeout. So now we figured out the takeout. We figured out the dine-in. Perfect. Let's introduce the phone. So 2 months later, I introduced the phone. Boom. Now I would say, knock on wood, we're kind of a well-oiled machine now. But the first couple of months, I mean, it was a train wreck. So it's kind of a full circle moment because the time that the city council said, oh, you're riffraff. Oh, you shouldn't be here. Social media. We don't need you, blah, blah, blah. The person that read me that is the same person that had to hand me a plaque and said, congratulations. You're the small town business of the year for that town. So she had to hand me a plaque and said, congratulations, you're business of the year. So it was good. It was good.
How'd that feel?
It was good. I just gave her a nice little smirk and I said, I told you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Jesus. Yeah, all right. All right. I got to bring up, if you don't mind, this riff-raff business. Did obviously everyone who knows you knows you are very active on social media.
Correct.
On your posts, on your videos, shorts, reels, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
you get it out sit there and get it out there. And it's not like it's since you opened a restaurant. It has been for years before that. Pretty much once social media has kicked off, you were pushing you.
Correct.
At the comps especially.
Oh, yeah.
and you were having fun with it.
Yeah.
You know, you and Phil dancing around with the bottles of rub, and you know, you're having fun with it out there.
Yeah.
Where the hell did they get, or how had anybody explained to you where the hell the whole you got pinned with this riff raff bullshit?
I don't know. I just think it's just they were old school, man. I mean, this is a small town. This is I don't think they've never experienced, not to sound like an asshole, but I mean, they've never experienced like somebody coming in that takes social media, that promotes things, that does this, that does that, and stuff like that. I don't think they weren't used to anything like that, and there was nothing out here that does that. There was no businesses out here that did that. There was nothing, no restaurants, nothing that really took social media and kind of blew it up like that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but it was good. It was good.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
Fucking half. All right. So yeah, man, that blows my fucking mind.
Yeah,
riff raff.
I know. And I mean, when I was told that, I was, I just kind of smiled and I said, okay, well, this is okay. Then a lot of these people, I don't think, they don't understand. I think this is the time that we kind of live in. Like, you have to, if you have a business and you're not on social media, man, like there's probably you're probably not doing very well. Like,
yeah,
I would have never met you if there was no social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. I thoroughly enjoyed it because a lot of those guys, they're not in office, quote unquote office anymore. I got a whole new regime now, and they all absolutely love me. They all absolutely eat at the restaurant 2, 3, 4 times a week. But yeah, it was good to actually get the small business. You won small business of the year in Florence, and people just look at me like, how did you do that? Like, how did you do that? And, when they had to hand me the plaque at this big ceremony that I was catering, we were catering, serving food. Oh, hey, Kyle, by the way, we need you at the stage. And they have to hand me this plaque. And I just smiled and I said, yeah, I told you. So it was good. It was good. It was kind of a full circle moment. I loved it. It was good. But yeah, we're killing it, man. We are absolutely blowing this place up. I mean, it's almost, it's a destination place. Anybody that comes to this town and, you go to the hotels or this, or everybody tells them, go to the barbecue place, place, go talk to Kyle. So it's good.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's awesome. Like you said, full circle, came back and bit him in the ass. Oh, please tell me someone had it on video.
I don't,
if there is, hold that.
I got the plaque. I just know I got the plaque, and I had a nice little post about it too. Back when we won it, but it was good. If there is video, I haven't seen it yet, but it's good. It's good.
If there is, that would be something just to hold on for. Just for yourself to watch it and go. Just have a good belly laugh for you.
Yeah, exactly. All the bullshit we went through that, to win small business of the year. Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. The menu. Obviously, birds and bones. You are going, chicken and ribs.
Correct.
At least that's how it was to start.
Yeah.
Have you expanded any little bit? Throw some pulled pork as a special, some brisket here and there.
When Justin and I started this, it was, everybody's got a barbecue place, and I didn't want to listen to the people. Oh, I'm from Texas, I know barbecue. Yeah, okay, got it, buddy. Like all these people coming in, I didn't want to listen to that. So I was thinking, why wouldn't you just do a smoke fried wing? So smoked wings, and then they're deep fried, and then have 1,000 sauces that, we create everything in house, everything, nothing's from a bag, nothing's from a bottle. stuff like that. But I mean, everything is fresh, homemade. And we do ribs. Like we're good at ribs, and we're good at what, like, I'm a wing, I'm a wing.
Mm-hmm.
I love wings. Like, what? Let's do that. So that was the plan. That was the plan. And then, you got to kind of listen to your customers. You kind of, where's the brisket, buddy? Where's the pork? Where's, your standard barbecue stuff? Where's the sausage? Where's the turkey? So we are a full-blown barbecue restaurant. We don't just do wings and ribs now. Our specialty is wings and ribs, 100%. 100%. Yeah. That's what people come and eat. But we're a full-on bar. We got brisket, we got pork, we got turkey, we got stuff like that. We got 2 menus right now. That's all about to be, so I had this big plan here. I had a restaurant menu, just your standard, your wings, your ribs, your pork, your brisket, your burgers, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Then I call it the Kyle menu. So the Kyle menu, for some of y'all that, that don't know, when I competed, like especially in the SCA, I would do a lot of the ancillaries. Mm-hmm. And I was always the guy that was different than everybody else. So if it was wings, I knew, okay, we're going to have barbecue wings. We're going to have this wings. We're going to do that. So, me, I would do something different. I would do bacon wrapped wings. I would do, smoke fried, bacon wrapped, deep fried wings. There's just a lot of stuff that I would do that a judge would eat. And I would either blow it out of the water and just, absolutely crush it, or I'd get absolutely smacked. There was no in between. You did what you won, or you got, dead ass last. So the Kyle menu's got all the fun stuff on it. Like I got peanut butter and jelly wings. I got like barbecue street tacos, loaded, fries, loaded baked potato, just different stuff. And I'll slowly change that out depending on what, depending on what's hitting and what's not hitting. And eventually that menu will go to the full-time menu and of everything that, is very popular. And then I'll have a blank canvas and but every weekend I'm always throwing out something different, man. I can't stick to the same old, like how KCBS is. Chicken ribs, pork, and brisket. Everyone's pretty much all taste the same. It's got to taste the same. If you try to veer out of that box, you're going to get smacked. So we try to stay away from that. And every weekend I'll throw in a special, like, boom, let's do this. Or, hey, let's do this. Like the month of January, this month, we're doing brisket egg rolls. And I did 350 orders in probably close to 2 hours last Saturday. I mean, just little stuff like that. People, go insane about how different food, like the different type of food that we can put out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Randy, what's happening? Simon, what's up? Tim Rogers, Up to Barbecue. What's up, my man? Oh, Daddy Dutch, Kyle, jalapeno popper sandwiches. Oh, brother, we need to talk about this. These are fire. These are fire.
Okay.
Okay. He's been cooking them a long time. And every year down at the Houston Livestock and Rodeo, he usually makes some at the house at Uncle Steve's, and at least one night at the grounds, he'll whip up like 200 of these sandwiches.
Damn.
And just hand them out. They go 10 minutes, they're gone. They're fantastic. They're exactly what it says it is. It's a bacon-wrapped jalapeno popper sandwich.
Yeah.
And simple
and
to the point.
I've done the jalapeno, the jalapeno poppers out here before. And it's just tough for me because I don't like, and I know it's a restaurant, you got to figure it out, but like holding food, like jalapeno poppers are made, once you make them, they come off and they got to go. Like holding them, they kind of turn crappy. But I was running into a problem where I would announce what the special is, and then I'd have a line out, a line out the door, people waiting for us to open. And these guys would come in and order, hey, let me get 75 orders, or hey, let me get 100 poppers. I need this, I need that. And it absolutely, because everybody on here has probably made jalapeno poppers, and it's a pain in the ass. I mean, it's a lot of work to do. And and have them gone in one order. Like, I get it, but it's like, damn, man, like, you gotta, I always tell them, like, hey, maybe you should, call me ahead and I can make you, I can make you a certain. He's like, nope, it's on your menu. I want it. I'm like, all right. But it is a good idea. It's just, it's hard for me to hold stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
because you got to be able to hold it. And,
Yeah.
and if it looks shitty, I'm not serving it. I mean,
Yeah.
we're to the point now where the cooks, the cooks that help me now they know what I'm looking for. So if they see something screwed up, they're good at stopping it before it goes out the window. Because right now the every plate had to go by me for me to look at before it goes out. Because my name is stamped on everything on that plate that goes out there. That's my name. So if I serve something shitty, well, I don't want to do that. So yeah, it's just tough. It's tough for me to, bacon wrapped jalapenos are tough to hold, man, especially if I have to have them at least for 4 hours, because I get any specials I do, we get wiped out in the first, like 350 orders of the brisket egg rolls. I mean, it's insane. And we do four egg rolls per order, and they're fried to order, and they just people go crazy for some of the stuff we do out here.
Yeah.
So
I'll guarantee I know exactly. Yep, that's him. Daddy Dutch. Give Kyle my number. Okay, we'll do, brother. We'll do. All right, let me step back for a quick second. The staff.
Yeah.
Obviously, you said Florence, it's a small town.
Yes, sir.
How was it, finding the staff, finding the, the right people, that, where there's some that go, okay, you're going to be one of my all-stars right off the bat.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying, they weren't too familiar with, a barbecue restaurant or how
Correct.
a barbecue restaurant runs. So you were doing a lot of trial by fire, right?
Yeah. And, I come to finding the people. It wasn't the problem. That wasn't very hard. A lot of them were high school kids, and, and I like the people. I have two now that have cooked before, that have not barbecue, but I've been line cooks, have done stuff like that. The other guys, they were green, and they needed a job, and they were willing to learn and stuff like that. And, I like those people because I can mold them into what I'm looking for, into what I want. It's a lot of work. Yeah. Am I an asshole? I'm 100% an asshole, but I also have fun at work. We also have fun. We all have fun, but there is ass chewings that come out, and everybody needs an ass chewing. I mean, me included. Like, I'll take an ass chewing all the time. But it really wasn't that bad trying to find staff. I would say there's probably five or six of them that have been there still from day one.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only been a few that have, hey, they're leaving or stuff like that. A lot of them came from a few other restaurants out here that I was hearing some horror stories and blah blah blah, and they'd come in and say, hey, look, this is what I do at this place, and this is what I've done. I've never done barbecue, but I'm willing to learn. I want to learn the smoker. I want to learn this. If they come in at the right attitude about like wanting to learn, and they're green, and they're easy to mold, and they don't fight back, or hey, this is how we should do it, or this or that, then yeah, it was very easy. Actually, it really wasn't that bad. It's just, the training sucks because, I'm hard-headed. I'm all over the place. I never measured anything before I opened this place. I mean, everything was a little bit of this, a little bit of that, how they always say that. So I had to really write stuff down and figure out, okay, that's exactly how much needs to go in there. But no, finding staff was easy, man. It wasn't that bad. And a lot of people love working for us, and it's a family environment, but you get your ass chewed every now and then, but everybody needs that.
Oh, it happens. It happens. It happens. So like with the social media, and you were talking about the wings and the sauces.
Yeah.
Which was like you said, that was a great play. Have a shit ton of sauces,
Yeah.
You know, you can keep the sauces, you can hold the sauces, and all you do, you know, you're smoking and frying wings, and
Yeah.
okay, this flavor, this one, good to go. And you know, as far as social media goes, you basically a couple times a week anyway, if not every damn day, there's a video, a short of somewhere of the wing, like a wing of the day,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know, and
I call it Freaky Wing Friday.
yeah, there we go. There it is. You know, what are some of the sauces that you're rolling? You know, other than, you know, the typical, I guess,
Yeah,
you know,
like
buffalo, sweet
yeah,
barbecue, honey
yeah,
style. You know, what are
yeah.
some of the crazy stuff that's not on the Kyle menu? You
Oh,
know what
that's
I
not
mean?
a
So
that
basically the regulars, or or there's a thin line as far as the sauces go for the menus.
yeah, yeah. I make this one, I call it Florence Blue. It's a buffalo blue cheese sauce that's really good. And and I top it with different things. So I'll the buffalo or I call it Florence Blue because we're in Florence and it's a blue
Mhm,
cheese buffalo sauce. So I'll top that with like blue cheese crumbles. And people either love blue cheese, or they hate blue cheese. There's nobody that's in
mhm,
between that's like, blue cheese is all right. That one's good. We got, the standard, the buffalo, the Parmesan garlic, stuff like that. It's all in-house made, salt, vinegar, of course, all the rubs. Um, I got a pineapple sriracha sauce, like a bourbon barbecue-ish sauce. I got a ton. Our number one sauce though, that people after they try, they're like, that's the best freaking wings I ever had, is our peanut butter and jelly wings.
mhm.
So basically, if you think of an Uncrustable that's got peanut butter and jelly and
Yeah.
it's got the bread, so when you eat the wing, it tastes just like an Uncrustable. It's abs. I mean, that probably took us probably about a month of sitting
Mhm.
there, trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, to where it was, it was good to go. But yeah, we do stuff like that. The pineapple gold, I did like a pineapple gold, and then I'll put some like dye in it sometimes to like do different colors of the wings. Um, oh man, there's a whole bunch of kicking barbecue. The pineapple sriracha is really good, man. I just dropped that this week, and people are, and then they have it, and they're like, "Yep, don't ever let that, leave the menu." So I got a bunch
Oh,
of sauces that come out like that.
oh, nice. Good, good, good. Um, let me think. Let me think. So, like you said, you're still rolling on the social media, and you put out, and I'm thanking you. I am thanking you for this video because, brother, I have heard, and you know, be honest with you, if I'm not mistaken, I'm probably guilty of it myself,
Yeah.
of a smoked meatball, barbecue meatball sub.
Yes, sir.
And they smoke the meatballs, get it in, and then it goes into a red sauce.
Yes.
You did not do that.
No, sir.
Y- Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That sandwich looked tremendous.
Dude, the meatballs itself are good. I was like, "Fuck, screw this. I ain't making a sandwich out of it." But I was like, all right, make a sandwich for the video. But damn, these meatballs are good.
Yeah, man. But you know what I liked about it even more? Guys, go to Kyle's You're Behind Barbecue YouTube page. Follow it and check this video out. Smoked meatballs, then you glazed them numerous times
Yes,
with
sir.
your in restaurant barbecue sauce,
Yep.
and you know, toasted the rolls up, bottom layer of provolone,
Oh yeah, that's a must.
the meatballs, then topped with Swiss.
Yes, sir.
Oh, is that a damn combo right there,
Yes,
son?
sir. Yes, it is.
Throw
They
them
were
back
good,
on
man.
the GMG.
Yeah.
Let it get all bubbly goodness, and you locked in the glazed sauce with it. Then hit it on top a little bit. Damn, son.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
They're good, man. Meatball subs are good. And they're
oh,
quick. They're easy to do. And you want to impress somebody, you make a bunch of subs and let people walk around and grab themselves a sub. You're the life of the party, man.
oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, that one was fantastic. Then what was the post? Was it breakfast egg rolls the other
Oh
day?
no. I did a jalapeno popper series. So I made
Oh,
breakfast jalapeno poppers wrapped in
got it.
candied bacon. Those were good. I did a whole series. And my favorite one out of all of those is I did a jalapeno popper pigs in a blanket style. You know how you get
Mhm.
a hot dog and you wrap it. Well, I
Yeah.
did that, and then I put a little, what are they? I don't even know what they're called. Those little wieners on the jalapeno popper, and then I wrapped it in croissant dough, and I smoked that. Boy, those were the best effing things I've ever had, man. So damn
Nice.
good. So damn
Nice.
good.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
thank
fun. I
you,
love it.
Steven. There's the link for the meatball video.
Perfect.
Man, Steven, the best mod on YouTube, hands down. He don't miss a beat.
I'm trying
Always
to,
on
man.
fire.
I'm trying to.
Oh shit. Great, great, great. Um so yeah, everything's going. You're back on the roll. I am so happy for you. It's
Thank you.
well deserved. I know how much you've always wanted it, and given the opportunity, the old saying, failure isn't an option.
It's not. There's
You
no plan
know,
B. No
and
plan B.
you put the blood, sweat, tears, back breaking, ball breaking,
Oh,
everything
yeah.
into it.
Yes, sir.
And it is so great to hear that everything's going fantastic.
It's going great, man. I
So
appreciate
with
it.
all that time,
Yeah.
I think obviously I kind of know where this next question's answer is going. But like I said, I was wondering it,
Yeah.
and my our boy Braden was asking for it in the email this afternoon.
Yep.
What now? You don't necessarily have to drop the tongs
Oh, I'll
here
drop it. I'll
if you
drop it.
don't want to.
I owe the people an explanation. I owe that.
But brother, I'm a goddamn mailman. I'm stuck in that truck all fucking day to my own vices in my head. I need shit to listen to, and I had to go searching for stuff because you boys have seemed to have taken a bit of a hiatus. You, Phil the Grill, and Barrel Boy.
Yes, sir.
So what's the latest on the podcast? Don't drop the tongs.
Well, so here's the latest. We were doing this once a week. We were doing the podcast once a week. It was great. Everything was, fantastic. Everything was good. Barrel, we would do this podcast out of a radio station. He worked for the radio.
Mhm.
He worked there for I think almost 20 years. And so we would do it right out of a studio. We had the big old office, life was golden, and iHeartRadio was behind us and all kinds of stuff. Everything was good. So Barrel got an opportunity to be a VP at another company outside of radio.
Oh.
So it wasn't radio, it was outside it was just something completely different. And he was kind of looking for a change. Phil the Grill, he had his stuff going on, he had some other personal stuff going on. I have this whole restaurant deal and this whole, just stuff hitting the fan over here. And so we kind of said, let's just take a couple weeks off and figure this out, blah, blah, blah. So Barrel gets offered this job. He takes the job. Phil got a new role in a new area. And, he kind of took that. Restaurant opened. And, we just, none of us had time. It was kind of, I don't want to say it was bad luck for us, but our group text or our group chat text joke is that the podcast was bad luck for us because we were all Kyle couldn't open the restaurant.
Oh.
Phil was doing his, Phil was going through his stuff. And,
Yeah.
Beryl, he liked his job. He loved his job, but he was looking for change. He needed something else to do. And boom, he gets offered that. I got the restaurant, and, Phil, he's doing his thing, and it kind of fizzled away.
Yeah.
But we are working. Phil and I, Barrel's too busy. I think he's don't quote me on this, but I think he's going to be retired from the Don't Drop the Tongs.
Okay.
So Phil and I are looking to get this started back up again. It'd be soon, like months, maybe no, not even months, week. Of him and I and Sterling Smith of Loot and Booty Barbecue.
Smitty, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna start our own podcast. And I know podcasts are crazy right now. Everybody's got podcasts now, but everyone's been on it. Like, you guys need a podcast. Because you put Smitty and I and Phil the Grill in a contest or a room together, or if we're associated in any way at any event, it's people just sit back and like, are you guys really friends? Like, we're fighting, we're talking crap to each other, we're dancing.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. So Phil and I and Sterling Smith, Loot and Booty Barbecue are, we're looking to start our own podcast.
Good.
So that's what happened to Don't Drop the Tongs. It was kind of the joke is it was bad luck to us all, because now look at us all now. We're all doing well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's the joke, but I don't think it won't be back.
Okay.
So
Don't Drop the Tongs won't be back.
I think the name Don't Drop the Tongs, that podcast will be back with another guest or with another host.
Okay.
The original
lineup. Yeah.
But are we gonna sneak Barrel Boy in when we can? Yeah. Hell yes.
Oh,
we are.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But it's just, the amount of traveling he's doing and with his job, and it's just it was crazy to try to get him to do one a week when we were doing it. I think now would probably be impossible. So
I had him on last year, and I was grateful that he had the time and we were able to get it going.
Yeah,
man, we had a fun conversation, and did I get his tinfoil hat sparking with the old judging question.
God. That dude, once he goes, like, you ain't bringing him back. Like, you just got to sit there and look at him. Like, come on, man, get this over with.
During that show, just like Dutch text me now, he texted me during that show, and he goes, dude, if you end this fucking podcast anytime soon, we are no longer friends. They were just loving it.
Yeah.
But no, that's good to hear. That's good to hear that you, Phil, Smitty, be doing something that, that'll be awesome.
We got to, man. Us three are we're problems. We are absolute problems. So it's gonna happen. I'm not sure when, but that's something that's going to happen.
Yeah. So with one of the last episodes of Don't Drop the Tongs, us, diehard followers, were kind of left hanging on a question, or was it a question/bet? And let's see if you can answer this and get it all set up. Has anybody received Phil the Grill's new rubs?
Let me tell you something. I, as a guy that has talked to Phil 3 times a week, 4 times a week, maybe, I still have not received zero of his. I've tried them all. I've tried them because he'll bring them in. Hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? Have I gotten a nice bottle that says Phil the Grill, whatever rubs they are? No, not one. Have not got one. 0. They're out. But I haven't seen them. I haven't seen any.
Okay.
So that's that. That's Phil being Phil, man.
Yeah. And then the other question, are you still Phil's storage unit?
Well,
I think I might see one of his drums in the background there in the living room there, tucked behind the couch, running out of space.
Let's just say his food truck, one of his food trucks is parked out at my dad's house right now, and it's been there for probably 6 months. So yes, I still have Phil's junk at my house. Correct.
Oh, well, some things don't change.
Nope, that's one thing that don't change. Yep. That is facts. That is
facts. That's good shit. That is good. Oh man. But everything's going good. I'm happy about the podcast because especially when the guys I know, because like I said, I listen to so many, because I'm at work 6 days a week.
Yes.
So I'm listening to them all, and especially when friends of mine
and you
have them,
you feel like you know the person. Like,
you do.
There's random podcasts that I couldn't tell who's who in there, but after listening to it for a while, I'm like, damn, like we're friends. Like, what do you mean it's not? And I know exactly that feeling. I know that feeling.
Yep.
Not being uploaded anymore. Like, what the hell is going on?
Yep. Oh yeah. I'll get it. But that's good to know. And like I said, learning stuff, getting to know people through the podcast, you might need a little vacation.
Yeah.
Did you work today, Megs? No, it's a holiday, Martin Luther King Day. So I got today off. And let me jump ahead a month till February. I think it might be 17th. I'm going to be off that day, too, for President's Day.
Oh, let's go.
So you can start busting my balls now on that. But, knowing you, through the different things, I think how busy you are, you need to take a vacation, son, and you need to come to New Hampshire. Hang out with your boy. We'll throw some smoke in the air. And then on that Thursday, July 24th, we will run up the street to the other side of the lake and go see the love of your life.
Oh, shit. Shania Twain. Come on.
Live Shania Twain, July 24th, 7:30 p.m., Bank of New Hampshire Pavilion, Guilford, New Hampshire. Let's see. I don't even they're checking availability for tickets. They're already saying limited inventory.
Oh,
how the hell they must be going fast.
That's Shania Twain, man. It's like I love
shit.
That
lawn seats are going for 185.
Oof.
Damn, son.
There's a country festival, massive country festival out here. It's called Country Thunder.
Yeah,
and it's literally a 5-minute drive from my restaurant. And I constantly wait every year to see what the poster is going to be, see who we got. And I am waiting for Shania Twain, because when Shania Twain comes to Country Thunder, I'm going to put on a social media campaign about getting that girl in the restaurant. That's it. Because that's it. As soon as I meet her, as soon as she meets me, it's game over, man. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, okay. She's going to give me the keys to the tour bus, drive the tour bus, later restaurant. Me and Shania are going to go do our thing. That's exactly what's going to happen. I already know it. I have it. I have it, manifested. It's good. We're ready. As soon as she sees me, it's over.
Nice.
Love that girl.
Yeah. Because last year, we've been living up here in the Lakes region. We moved in. We actually moved in during COVID back in March of 20, and just getting the house set and all that shit, and didn't have the opportunity to go check out a show. All that. Long story short, my kids were getting of the age. Okay, my daughter turned 15, my son turned 14, and my daughter asked, literally, she was born on May 22nd. She asked my wife at 5:30 in the afternoon on May 24th first if she could get Jason Aldean tickets for up in Guilford. I'm like, well, Jesus, why don't you wait for the last friggin' minute? Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I can't disappoint my little girl.
Yes.
So I get the tickets that night. We're ready to go. Everything's online now, so it's not even like my wife is literally up at 5:00 in the morning drawing 2 tickets, Jason up to put in the birthday card, right?
Gotcha.
So that tricked that out. My son, he wanted to go see Godsmack for his birthday. So she started the trickle down effect.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, they're coming. And then so now I'm looking at the place and Luke Bryan was coming, right? And I said to my wife, I go, hey, you want to go see Luke Bryan? She's like, oh, yeah, let's go. Our anniversary. Fine, let's do it. Great little venue. The whole place seats like 9,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. There's this app I've been using, Game Time, so I can get like last minute tickets for short money. I got the Luke Bryan tickets for like $23.
Nice.
He was, 100 feet away from me on stage. They were killer.
Hell
But so I've been trying to get ahead of it for this year.
Yeah.
To look to see who they're booking. And I looked and it popped up. I'm like, oh shit. I go, that couldn't be better time. And then I'm having Kyle and Shania is gonna be coming this summer.
I love that girl, man. Oh, it's so good. That's the crush right there. That's crush.
Oh, that's good shit. Good shit.
Sir.
But so what's 25 looking at? You just going with the flow, see how everything rolls out, or have you set a few goals that you want to kind of hit?
Well, you know me, man. People think I'm crazy, so I don't know. This restaurant, it's running now. Like life's good. Like got to figure it out. Blah blah blah. And of course, Kyle needs another. I call it a project. So 4 doors down from where I have the restaurant, I bought another building, and I will be turning that into a butcher shop.
Oh,
yeah. So breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Yes. So I'll be, I haven't announced that yet. I haven't told anybody, but yeah, Kofini and I are going to open up a butcher shop right on Main Street in Florida.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's my 2025 plan. Of course, keep killing it at the restaurant, make it more of a destination place. Make it, it's already the best, the only restaurant people want to eat at it in Florence. So I'm trying to make it more of a destination. And of course, now we got a butcher shop coming. So it's going to be 2025 going to be interesting, man. Keep doing my thing and see what happens.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. Oh man, that's exciting news. That's exciting news. Well, if you think about it, you already have the distribution set up for the restaurant.
Correct.
So, you're just going to be placing a bigger order.
Correct. Correct. It's
So,
going to be a bigger order. And the cool thing about it too, that I was thinking, I was like, well, if, meat's getting ready to go bad, or like say, the chicken has got a couple more days or this or that, it's like, well, I will sell that to the restaurant and that's my weekend special. So one hand's going to feed, it's going to be good. And I can host classes there. I can do, everyone's always, the biggest complaint that I've read on the little, the Florence town and group Facebook stuff that they got is the meat out here sucks. They don't know, the only grocery store they have is a Safeway and a Walmart. That's it. The closest the closest, another chain grocery store is 40 minutes away. The closest butcher shop, if you want to, you walk in, you got the counter full of meat, you got this, you got all, everything. The closest place is 45 minutes away, and it's called the pork shop. And all they sell is pork, and that's 45 minutes away. And if they want to go to like an actual butcher shop, it's about an hour away. And for some reason, doesn't every small town have a little butcher shop like that everyone wants to go try? Oh, let's go try the local meat or this or that, blah, blah, blah. This town doesn't have one. And Kyle's going to bring that to town. So
beautiful.
I think it's going to be awesome.
Oh, Daddy Dutch, sign me up, Mags. Pick me up on your way. Okay, Kyle. Apparently, we're coming.
Got you.
Tempt me, brother.
Yes, sir.
There's Gabriel, Joe's Meat Market. What's up, my brother? Oh man. Oh, that's exciting news. Exciting news. Dare I say, Florence Business of the Year, 2 years in a row, 2 separate businesses.
There'll be a massive video if that happens. Social media is going to shut down if I do that. So, oh no, man, I just got to keep pushing. Just keep pushing, doing me, and hopefully everything just falls in line, man. So we'll see.
100%, brother. 100%. Well, Kyle, man, brother, thank you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate catching up. It was a good time.
Yes,
a little breaking news involved. Came in from left field and gave me a quick hook on that one.
Quick little hook.
Nice. Then, keep me abreast on when the new pod hits with the boys. And
yeah, I will. There'll be an announcement for that.
All right. Yeah. Good. But brother, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on everything. Continued success in all your endeavors.
Thank you.
Where can everybody find you social media wise to everything?
You're Behind Barbecue on everything. Rubs and all that is sold at you'rebehindbarbecue.com. We got a YouTube channel that I'm going to be taking very seriously this year. So I'll be posting a cool cooking video once a week. Everything is You're Behind Barbecue. Search that. You'll find us.
That's it. Follow along, ask questions.
Yeah.
If he answers the questions, he'll get some of them. Some of them, the answer might be
turnip soup.
The
OG.
Turnip soup cocktail, baby.
Yes, sir.
You know it. But brother, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to join me. It was great catching up with you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
We'll do this not so long in between as last time.
Yes, sir.
And we'll get it done. But man, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, no worries.
Always a pleasure.
All right. Hang on 1 second. Let me close this out. I'll jump right on back. Oh, well, thank you guys. Appreciate everyone from tuning in. That was a great conversation with Kyle. Always good to catch up. A little breaking news there. Found out a couple, the old pod, the new pod, a couple jokes and ball busting. It is always good. But thank you all for tuning in. Next week, I am joined by Bob Healy from Grill Blazer. I know a lot of us are familiar with his grill guns and the sous vide guns. I know I got one in the garage right behind me right there. Fire up the pits, fire up the fire pit in the back, the whole nine. Great product. And we're gonna talk with Bob next week and see from the beginnings of I believe it all started back in 2018 and where he is now and the success of these. And so, yeah, that'll be a great episode. Do I have any? I know I have a few dates already lined up. So that's next week, the 27th, February 3rd, Sterling Big Papa Ball will be joining me to catch up on everything he's got going, talk about his induction into the KCBS Hall of Fame this past week, I believe. It's run a little different than the American Royals. So he was from what I heard, he was a very big proponent in how they're doing it. That is different from the American Royals criteria. So we'll get into that with Big Papa. And yeah, but thank you all again for tuning in. And until next week, keep the smoke rolling.